landed in the island's called the Cockatoo Island. Cockatoo Island. Here we are, one of the old historical buildings. And on the backdrop, that's Sydney Harbour Bridge. Part of the UNESCO's
So that's number 2, so that when you come, so that's when you start.
Okay, here's the major dockyard of the Cockatoo Island. Now that all happened out in 1944, as you can see there. The most of all, this is what I'm interested in, the World Heritage inscription in 2010, July 31st, 2010, where UNESCO inscribed all of the convict sites of Australia as part of the World Heritage collection. Convict panel settlements between 1839 and 1869, where the convicts were often subject to harsh living and working conditions. The convict built structures, including the prisoners' barracks and the hospital, mess hall, and underground solace. Yeah, so that's proof. Here's a proof. It says Convict Precinct, convict barracks. There you go. That's convict barracks. Here we have it. The real thing. Convict barracks. Through the main doors. Governor's homes, governor's houses. Hey. Lovely. Prison doors. There we have. Some prison guard. We'll come in, have a quick look, peep through here. There you go. Just there. And see outside. There we have it. Sydney Harbour Bridge on the far side. City, downtown. And then we have the Shipyard. That's the convict barracks. There we have it. Ah, eerie feeling in here. Huh? Just imagine that you have stolen probably a kettle, probably some toffees from the shop, and you get sent all the way to the other side of the world to be punished. Your conviction goes all the way and makes you, makes you a criminal. Those days, to a certain extent, good idea. And now, when you look back, that was just petty theft, petty violation of the rules and the law. Today, people kill, do all sorts of things, and they still manage to escape. We would have learned so much from protecting our civil laws and made it made it more realistic in comparison. Okay, I'm reading out this little notice. The Cockatoo Island was largely undisturbed until 1939 when New South Wales Governor Gibbs chose it as a site for a new panel establishment, an alternative to Norfolk Island. Cockatoo Island became one of the most extreme panel establishments of the colony, the home for the worst of the worst, the convicts who had committed a second offence in the colonies, or those who had their ticket of leave cancelled and had to be accommodated. When the Superintendent at both Norfolk Island and Andaman Island refused to take these second offenders, they were sent to Cockatoo Island. Whoa, this is kind of a high security prison, more like in those days. In 1842 there were 323 convicts living on the island, and later many as 500 men were crammed into an inadequate dormitories in Sydney. The place developed a reputation enough to send a thrill of horror through every honest member of society. The south-facing area of the current convict courtyard, prior to the current mess hall, building number 3, being built, was an open area which would have been cold and barren, but still a place where convicts could converge to plot a new scheme and tell tales. Silence is what you want in a place like this. Silence to reflect back on life. The life how it has been in the old times. Also, the life that would have been so strict, the behavior towards the society as a whole, when you have committed a crime or when you have committed an offense against the law, or you have gone against the law, you have been punished quite severely. Court of law has been applied directly to keep the community and society as a whole simple and quite in order. An orderly society was the intention. See this. Beautiful. What do you see on the far side? Is the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Well, the bridge wasn't built, the site would have been totally empty. There can't have been anything else out there other than just barren land. Here this building seems a governor's residence of the prison, or the prison officers' bungalow. Boyaela House, the home of the Superintendent at the time, was built in 1841, extended back 1844. Major additions were done in 1859 and 60. Here we have, beautiful. I'm standing on the highest point where the Superintendent's house was built, at the highest point of the island. and overlooking the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Yes, but back in 1844 time, that scenery did not exist. That's 2013 scenery from the actual superintendent's house. Yeah, the power of the superintendent did not hold for him to actually experience the view out here. So we all as human beings must remind ourselves that it is part of life, and it's part of life to let go of most of the things, and be humble and be caring towards one another, and be kind, help each other out, and so on. Yeah, lovely place, no tourists. No tourists, they come to Sydney, but don't follow the heritage, don't see the heritage and part of the heritage of this nation. How it was built from nothing to what we are experiencing in the backdrop today. And also the sad part is that we have the indigenous population of the Aborigines who have, I see them down the harbour quay, the circular quay, just sat on the floor playing music. Nothing else, no jobs, nothing for them. It's their land. They get very little of it. I can't do anything. We can remind ourselves to do something better for all humanity, all days, all the time, at least for the future. Through the veranda of the superintendent's house. Today it's a beautiful sight. I don't know what would have been those days without all of that bridge plus the skyline of Sydney's city centre. This is the Convict Silos, insurance against drought. Here's the convict data and information that happened. Date of birth, shop name, Church of England. This curry. Wow, look at this curry. Took the stones out of these. Sandstone. Became a shipyard afterwards. Come through this sandstone structure. Sandstone stone. So it's sandy. Feel the sand there. And beautiful. the shipbuilding that took place. Fitzroy Dock. And there's the Westfields Observatory Tower, shopping centre, shopping mall, estates. See, the crane is an engineering company from Bath, England. Oh, there you go. Stoddard and Pet Limited.